Hi everyone, this is North Carolina Stitcher with a Flosstube update number 34 on December 18th, 2020. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. We've been doing pretty good. Been staying home more than I was. So with the way the numbers are going right now, I think I'm going to try to stay home more and more. I have lots of whips. I have finishes. I have haul. I have FFOs. I have a whole bunch of things. And I even hopefully we'll talk about my plans a little bit. I did mention that in my last video, but I forgot to talk about it. What my plans for 2021 are. You know, what I'm kind of planning. Anyway, first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about what's going, my life update, which is not going to be much. We had stopped by our grown children Christmas presents years ago because there were so many grandchildren. We have 19 grandchildren. So that adds up to a lot of Christmas presents. Well, this year, since the mail is so messed up and I really didn't want to go shopping, we both decided that we're going to get everybody gift cards for Christmas. So that's what I did. I mailed some of them off. We're going to go probably one day this week, which we have to because Christmas is Friday. We're going to go and drop off the other ones, of the ones we didn't get to mail. And hopefully next year will be a better Christmas. We decided, since no one's coming over and it just got away from us, we decided not to even put our tree up this year, which kind of makes it weird, but, it is what it is. I just pray that this stuff is long gone by this time next year. Okay, I'm going to start off with my finishes. I had several finishes. The ones I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to finish, I finished those. So I'm going to start off by showing you those and my FFOs. The first one is one I don't know that I haven't said anything about. This is from Stitches Through the Years. This is Autumn is Coming Mini Quaker. I thought this was really, really cute. I got this, started it a while back, and I just picked it up and worked on it until it was done. I switched out the threads. This calls for, I think, gas. Weeks Dye Works, Gentle Arts, and Classic Color Works. It calls for all of those. And I just switched them out because the picture, it looked different. The thread looked different than the pictures on here. The picture. Anyway, that's the picture. And here is my finished piece. I just love how that turned out. If anyone's doing this, wants to know what I used, I didn't use any name brand, nationally name brand flosses. I used Collar and Cotton. As a matter of fact, I used all Collar and Cotton on this. And I've really gotten to where I'm enjoying working with her threads. They are really, really nice. The birds was supposed to be a grayish, the same color as this motif right here. And I decided I just wanted a little something different. And I think that looks really cute. So, there's one finish. My year of Quakers really actually come out pretty good because I worked on a lot of Quakers this year. Alright, that one's done. Then I did finish the God of My Garden style from Tempting Tangles that I was wanting to finish. This is on Jobelin Bittersweet Light. There is a companion piece to this called God in My Heart, which I do have that Sal, but I haven't started it yet. I think I switched these out for Victorian Motto threads. I don't have the threads with me and I don't have it, but I think I'm pretty sure I used Victorian Motto on those. So, and here is the one that I've been working on off and on for years and years. Worked on it during Sampler September. It's called Heirloom Treasures by the Cornell Collection. And I finally got it done. You can't really see what you're seeing. This is on Fiddler's Cloth. I think it's 14 count. I'm not sure. I didn't write it down at the time. It's been years and years. But it was an enjoyable stitch. I don't know why I just put it down for so long. But I got it finished. And so that was, I felt really good getting some finishes done. You know, getting some pictures framed really helped me kick it into gear, I think, to get a few more finishes. But I'm not getting any more framed for a while. I put a lot of money into framing the ones I did get framed, but you know, it's something I hadn't done, and I needed to get them done. Okay, here is the one that I had dropped off at the framer last time I made the video. It's Quaker Garden by Blackbird Designs. I think that came out really nice. I love the frame. I hate the glare, but if I can just get them hung up. That's the hard part. I still have my big piece sitting over here in front of my chair. And this one I picked up yesterday. This is a winter, summer, or spring, autumn, winter. It's got that little cherry frame, kind of pulls out the red, and the other pulls out the browns. It's really pretty. So that's 3 Blackbird designs, counting the Strawberry Garden I've gotten framed, then the one Halloween, and then my big sampler. That's what I got done this year as far as framing, so that's makes me feel good about that. So, and I have worked on a lot of projects this last month, and I had a lot of new starts. So I'm going to start. Just I can't go in the order in which I worked on them, because I mean, I guess I could if I really, you know, sat down with my book and put them in order, but I didn't want to do all that. You know, it's hard enough just to sometimes get going. Started this one actually last night. Pandemic by Long Dog. I'm using Victorian Motto fabric. This is, and the thread I'm using is Threadworks 11383. That doesn't look like much, but that's about close to 300 stitches right there. And so I started this one last night. I want to have it done. I want to have it started this year. Okay. Here's another new start. I've had this thing. I have had this kitted up for several years. I bought all the classic colorworks thread, which it takes 21 skeins of this balsam fir. And I got it all. It's been in that. It's been in this ever since I bought it, like 4 years ago. A Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches. I'm doing this on 32 count Jobelin. And I'm not sure what the color is. I think it might be ivory. Yeah, ivory and Lugana. Not Jobelin. I don't want to say Jobelin. I will stitch with Jobelin, and it's not too bad, but I prefer Lugana. Jobelin's is just a little bit too squishy for me. But anyway, there's where I got on this one. First motif on the left side done. It's really fun. And the stitches lay really well on this fabric. That looks really good. So I'm excited about that one. Where? Okay, that's 2 new starts. Another new start on the Stitching 911 Facebook group. They're doing a Carolyn Manning stitch along, which I have several of hers that I have started through the years that I've never finished. But I decided I've been looking at this one off and on for several months. and I decided I was going to get it, and this is the one I was going to start. Snowflake sampler. Didn't get a lot done, but I got it started. And I'm using Vertil, 40 count Vertil, with, I'm pretty sure that's B5200. It is so small, and this fabric is dark, and it's a little difficult to see that. But that's over 2. I think because it's been dyed, it's actually smaller than 40 count, because it really, you know, that darkness, it just was a slight problem for me. But I'm hoping I can get it, you know. It's like when I first start, it's worse, and then once I get used to looking at it, I guess it's easier. It gets easier. Here's another new start. There's a Facebook group, I've talked about it before, called Randon something. I'll link it in the box below. She's doing 100 blocks this year. She's giving them out. I mean, like, she just uploads 2 a week to her Facebook group, and they are free. And I decided I have a lot of jewelry thread. I have a whole lot of Fiberlicious, you know, variegated thread, and I've never known what to do with them. So I'm going to just do a crazy thing, and every block is going to be a different color. I've gotten 2 done so far. There's 6. She's already released 6. I've only got 2 done. But I think I'm gonna really like how that looks. This is on 40 count mallow linen by Swygarden. 1/2. I got some of these, and those things really work well. So I don't know where my. There it is. I think I got more new starts than I do just regular whips. I mean, that I've been working on. I've been going crazy with new starts. And it's not because I'm doing no new starts next year. This is Aquark Quaker Black. I don't know why she's called it black. I guess because she did it in black. I mean, you know, charted it in black. But I'm not doing it in black. I'm doing this in the Vicki Clayton's Thread of the Month, where she has all these different shades of pink, blue, green, and I'm just going along and just doing my thing. And this is also on her 40 count linen. Vicki Clayton's 40 count linen. It's kind of a loose linen, but I like it pretty good. Just hope I did iron it and got the wrinkles out, but I hope I can get them out next time I try to iron it. So there's where I got so far. Not very far. But I think once I get going on this, it's going to be really pretty. So that's exciting. I think I worked on this 1 or 2 days. I think 1 day. I did that 1 day. So many to work on. So little time. This is one I've had for years. This is Marion Bright by Ship's Manor. It was a sale several years ago. And I decided I'd order the fabric that he, you know, already had the thread. I decided to order the fabric that goes with this. It's a dark, it's almost like a blue black. It's a black, but this is 69 count 8. I was afraid, I don't even believe I wouldn't be able to stitch it, but it's not been too bad. That's all I got started so far. This is done with the Ship's Manor threads too, so I need to get to work on that some more. But, you know, the Christmas ones will be not put totally away, but I won't be stitching on them as much after Christmas. Here's another one. This is a design I downloaded or bought and downloaded off of Etsy. And it's just the design. It's just the design. It's not the thing, but I'm going to show you it, you know, real quick. This is Jesus. It's a silhouette. And this is light mocha Belfast linen, 32 count Belfast linen. Well, you know 32 count means Belfast. And I'm using one strand of thread. This is that sulky polyester thread. I didn't bring it in here. But one strand really gives you great coverage. Look at that. That's 32 count with one strand. It doesn't have a sheen to it. It's a matte thread, and it's almost like stitching with wool. But it's not bad at all, and I really enjoy doing that. So, and I don't think once I get going on this, it will take me that long. So, there's that one. New start. Whip. A zipper broke. And here is another new start. This is the stitch along from Cross Stitch MD or whatever, the one that's doing the one on the Sulky app. I mean the Silk app called Winter Wonderland. This is another Vertical 40 count, and it's like, it seems like it's so darn tiny. I don't know if I was focusing or not, but anyway, when I first start this one, I have to get acclimated to it too, before I can really, you know, get going and feeling like confident that I'm, you know, that I'm getting the holes, hitting the holes. Here is an oldie. This is by Stickadine von der Weenberg. This is another one of her sals. It's called Tranquility. I started this back when she did it. This is 32 count, and I'm doing it 1/1 on 32 count. Which at the time, it wasn't no big deal. I could stitch everything without, I didn't even wear glasses when I bought this one at all. And so it's a little bit different now. But I worked on it one day. It wasn't too bad. I'd like to get this one done this year. I mean, 2021. There's still quite a bit to go, though. You see how tiny those stitches are. I've always loved doing 1/1. But now my love is not helping me get, you know, do it. It's not too bad. I can still do it, but it's not as easy as it was at one time. That's how life is, I guess. I'm getting close. This is the RETM Quaker Fantasy Sal. It's called Winter Sal, and I got this fabric. It's a DMC 18 count because it was the color that showed when she, you know, when she showed the sal. It was the color of the fabric. This is hateful. This is hateful fabric. It's rough and it wants to tear, you know, rip the thread. That's the worst part of it. But that's part one, and the one to the side's part two. It's almost done. I got the whole outline done. I know it's hard to see that with nothing behind it, but yeah, that's better. I got one more snowflake down there, and then part three, which I don't have it yet, goes up here in this part. And it's more snowflakes. If you finished early and you upload the picture to the group, then she would give you the next part early. But I haven't done it yet. This one, the third part three comes out the end of this month. I'm just stitching a little at a time because when I stitch on this, it about kills my stitchy bug. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the fabric or the design. I just don't know, but I'm not really enjoying it. So I don't know if I'll keep up with this or just, you know, call it quits and move on to other things. This one is I know I have the picture. Here it is. Mary Elizabeth McMillan by Hands Across the Sea. This is a little gem. I started this during Sampo September. And worked on this one night. I got this and these berries. This line of, I think I might already had the line, most of part of the line of vine, but then I got the berries done. This doesn't want to focus that well. Anyway, I got that one, and I do want to finish this one. I'd love to finish it this year, but unless I just exclusively work on this, it's not happening. It's not happening because we only got a couple more weeks, and like I said, if I worked on this every day, even then it'd be pushing it probably. Yep, it might be pushing it a little bit. But I'm going to just work on 101. That's how I'm rolling. Here is not Quaker, but Tribal Pumpkin. I have really enjoyed this one. I've only worked on it 1 or 2 days. I think 2 days this month. But it's like one of those I have a really hard time putting this one down because it's so much fun. With that silky thread. Yeah, that's really fun. I think if I started working on this, I could get it done pretty quick. Because it's all the sulky except for down here, that's more the thread works. And that's not hard to work with either, so I just got it. This is, I started this one last year, but I ended up restarting it because I just turned the fabric around because I had extra fabric because there was a little stain on my fabric and it's white. And I think it was a tea stain. I just didn't want it to take a chance on it not coming out because I can't wash it because it's with the overdyed threads. Well, it's silk. Needlepoint ink silks. Well, it didn't help much because it's got one of those shiny photographs. Happy Christmas. When I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, I love those colors. Carolina House Designs. That's the only reason why I bought the needlepoint ink silks because I just love the way this looked. And I don't know that I've ever worked with needlepoint. I might have, but I'm telling you, I love that silk. That's I think it's probably my favorite that I've ever worked with because it just doesn't fray. You can take like a pretty long string, and most of them, most thread, once you, especially on 40 count, you put it through that, and it just starts fraying after a while and getting fuzzy. This does not. And I have really, really enjoyed working on this thing. There's where I am. That's deceptively quite a few stitches. This one right here, well, both of these motifs were a lot of stitches. And I wanted to work on it longer, but these are green right here, a dark green, but look what's black on there. I wanted to work on it longer, but I just couldn't. I had to get to something else. So that's why it's still in Q-Snap because I think I'm going to work on a small here before Christmas. I need after that go get all of them out. Okay, that's all my whips. I do believe. Let's see. Yep, that's all my whips. Okay, that's all my whips, all my finishes. Put this in here so I don't lose the fat pattern. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some haul. I haven't been here in 6 weeks. I've gotten some haul. Some things is just thread, like some DMC. I'm not gonna show you that. I don't have many patterns, so you can be proud of me. I don't have many. I did get this one. It's by Brenda Gervais. Winter Rose Manor. Don't know when I'm going to start that. The threads are all on back order everywhere you go. And I may change out the threads anyway. But I saw this on RHM's group. It's a cute little Quaker. Got that one. She's got some beautiful designs, I'll tell you that much. And this is when I saw, who was it? I think it was Kindred Stitcher, Lisa. No, is her name Lisa? No. Maybe it is Lisa. I don't remember. Kindred Stitcher, anyway. She finished this one. So, I got that one. That's all the patterns I got. Now, that's not all my haul, but that's all my patterns. Most of what I'm getting right now is my subscriptions. But I did get this. I'm going to start the Jade band sampler in January. I've always just got me a piece of linen or Jobelin or, one of those and just stitched it on that. But her designs are supposed to, excuse me, I dropped something. Her designs are supposed to be stitched on a band. And I've never done it on a band, and so I decided to order the banding this year. For this one. Got the banding for it. And the design calls for a Versois, so I went to Vicki Clayton, told her what I needed as far as the color, and take it out of here because you can't really see that. This is called Jadeite. Let's see. 2468 Jadeite. I don't know how well yeah, that looks pretty true. That's going to look so pretty. Stitched up. Now, I've got a small hoop I'm going to try to use. I don't know about stitching in hand. I'm not a stitching hand person. Just not. I don't like it. And especially over one. This is 28 count, and you can do it over one on 28 count. So I guess I shall see how that goes. But I'm excited to do it, on a band. I've never done, like I said, never done one on a band before. So I got 5 minis of this, which is half a yank. Half a hank. Not half a yank. Oh, lordy. Lordy me. Okay, there's that. Oh, yeah. This is threads for the Hands Across the Sea, Anna Sophia Burcham. This is a conversion from Vicki Clayton. That's one of the little gems. So I haven't got it yet, but I'm going to get that one and stitch that with those. This is something I got today, but I'm disappointed. I've been waiting for Victorian Motto, which I understand totally. I'm not impatient. This is October's Fabric of the Month and Thread of the Month. The fabric, of course, as usual, is beautiful. This is 40 count linen. It's classic. It's gorgeous linen. Just a piece of string. Slightly modeled. This is the sampler type collection. Oh, I'm on dread not being able to get those anymore. But I also get 12 skeins of the limited edition, and I got 6. She sent 6 instead of 12, so I've got to send her an email when I get done with this. But here are the 6 I got. This is Olden Maroon. They're really pretty. Hers are always beautiful. Misty Sea. Evergreen Spruce. Stuffed Celery. Rainbow Quilt. That's really pretty. And Quilt Gathering. I like that blue. So that's the thread I got. Which, like I said, I was supposed to get 12, and I got 6, so I'm going to send her an email, and I'm sure she will make it right. She is really good. I just hope things get better, where she gets to doing better. I thought I had a... Maybe not. Okay, then I had ordered from Mrs. Sadis. I ordered a couple of hanks. I did tell you my husband's retiring back in April. She sent me a cute little needle minder. She sent me a little extra. This is sienna and peacock. And I ordered rouge. Well, my colors are showing really good today. And this is toxic. Don't know what I'm going to use either one of those for yet, but I look forward to figuring it out. I got this today. This is Color and Cotton. I did quit the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month, but I'm staying in the Thread of the Month club for now. I'm just taking a break from it to see how things go. I've got a lot of her thread fabric. It says 40 count, and it's called Bellini. 40 count Newcastle linen. And, oh, that's what fell. That's one of what fell. This is on my Fabric of the Month. Oh, yeah, this is, which I wasn't going to do it, but Traditional Stitches. This is Lakeside Linen, Fabric of the Month. Now, I got this in October, and so far they have not sent me a new invoice because it's on back order. So, who knows when I get another. This is a fat quarter. And you'd think they'd serge it. It's probably serged in yards, and then this when they cut it, this one side's not serged. But it's okay. I can do it. And it's really pretty. I've been wanting to try. I mean, I think I have got some Lakeside linen. I've never really stitched too much with Lakeside because I've never really been that much of a linen person until I got into 40 count. Let's see if it tells me the color of it. It may not. Who knows? It just says 40 count Lakeside Linen Collectors Program. So, but it's really, oh, here it is right here. Light Exemplar. I looked everywhere for it and there it was. I also should have my Lakeside Needlecraft one for November, but she had a little bit of an accident, so it's running late. But so it will be here eventually. This is Dime for cross stitch. This is her fabric she had on sale for her. Well, not fabric. This is thread. She had this on sale for her Black Friday sale. I don't know how I ended up with sea spray. I meant to get a 10-yard, or 50-yard one, but that's a 10-yard one. And these are woodland, and I love this green, so I got two 50-yard skeins of that. And since I haven't been on here for a while, this is the fabric I've done. This is a 13 by 18 vertical. This is I don't have don't have a thing on there to tell you the name of it. This is 18 by 27 vertical. This is a yellow, light yellow, really light. And here's almost like a. This is the more vertical. This is almost like a Kermit. This is a pinkish red. These are all from Dine to Cross Stitch. And here's another. Dine to Cross Stitch. This is from Be Stitch Me. It's called Peanut. I think. Yeah, Peanut. This is also vertical. She did. I got in her club with vertical, which I love even weave much better than I do like linen. I just don't like the slubs and all those little skinny threads. This I ordered from 123 Stitch. It's Phoenix by Picture This Plus. It's 40 count. No, 32 count. Really bright. And that is my haul, except for one thing that I bought that I've been waffling back and forth about for a long time. Then I heard that this company is out of business. There'll be never any more of their product because they're going out of business. Or I don't know if they're going out or went out, but I know they're not going to be doing it anymore. It's expensive. Dovo scissors is going out of business, so I wanted a pair of Dovos. I've always wanted a pair. Well, I have for years. So I ordered these. I haven't used them yet. I just got them today. Look how sharp that beak looks into those scissors. Beautiful. So I am excited to try those out. I wish I had a little, well, I bought one, but let me see if it'll fit. It's not really the right size. It's a little cheap. Let me see if it'll fit. Oh yeah, that'll work. I want to keep my points pointy. So, but I had to get me a pair before they went out of business, so Merry Christmas to me. This is probably my Christmas present this year, which would be great for me. I like it. So that's all my haul, all my whips, all my finishes, my FFOs, and now I want to tell you a little bit about what I plan to do. Number one, my plan is to, I'm going to go through my whips, and I'm going to do a whip parade. I'm going to try to organize them in a way where I'll know where all my seasonal whips are, and all my old sales. I don't know how many sales I have, 40 maybe, that I've started that I haven't finished. And sorry if I keep looking at the wrong place. I just, make me look like I'm looking off to the side here. But anyway, I'm going to start working on my sales next year. I'm going to start working on, I might just pick one and work on it when I have time until I get it done. But the main thing I'm going to do is I don't want to put up all my seasonal, whips because, if I, like Halloween, I don't want to wait till next Halloween to stitch on Halloween. I never will get any done if I wait all year to stitch on a Christmas one, or unless it's a little bitty ornament, and I stitch a lot of big ones, as you've probably seen in my whips. I have some big ones there. Excuse me, my throat is so dry. I'm going to dedicate a day a month to each of my seasonal holidays. Okay, this is the way I've got it planned. Let me get my little tablet. On the 4th of the month, I'm going to stitch on Patriotic. I have One Nation. I have a Quaker Patriotic one. I can't remember the name of it now. And there's a bunch I want to start. So that's the day of the month I'm stitching on Patriotic. The 12th of the month, I'm going to bring back out my sampler from my mother, the memorial sampler that I'm stitching for my mother that I started doing the 12th of each month because her birthday's on the 12th of January. And on the 12th of each month, I would stitch on that sampler. Well, I stopped doing that, sometime probably at the end of 2019, And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to get it finished. On the week, I think what I'm going to do the week of her birthday, I'm going to try to stitch on it all week. So that's my goal. On the 13th of the month, I'm stitching on Halloween or dark stitching. And on the 25th of the month, I'm going to stitch on Christmas stuff. So I don't have no cute little name or hashtag for this, but if anyone comes up with one, let me know. I will definitely, like to hashtag that. So that's my goal. That way I can still have goals to stitch on the whips that are seasonal, but I don't have to plan my whole month every day where I don't have time to, I can't make decisions say, I don't want to work on that today. I want to work on this. Or I want to just start a new start or whatever I want to do. I want to be able to do it when I want to do it. But just those few days, I want to stitch on certain things. Also, I'm not going to do no new starts. Now, I know I have a lot of whips. I have a lot of whips. I do want to work my whips down some. But I've got a lot of stash. I have hundreds of patterns. I'm going to, let me see, just looking in my X-Stitch app. Now, this is not all of them. This is most of them, but not all of my patterns. It says here that I have 925 charts and kits, which I only have like 3 or 4 kits. 925. I haven't got my fabric and all that in there. 925. 900. Now I've got some I haven't all added in there, so I know I'm over 1,000 charts that I want. That when I bought those charts, I wanted to stitch them. So I'm 62 years old. The chances that I will even make a small dent in these before I either lose my sight to the point where I can't stitch, become too senile to stitch, or get bad. There's a number of reasons why I couldn't stitch, in a who knows when. Or I may not live long. I mean, I know, I can't live long. I'd have to be, 10,000 years old to stitch all this. Especially considering this is not even counting my digital charts. This is only the physical charts. And I've got because of digital charts. So, if I decide I want to start something, I'm going to start it. I don't care if I've got 500 whips. If I see something that I really want to start that and stitch on that, I'm going to start it and stitch on it. If I never stitch on it, but one day, I got the joy of stitching on it that one day. That's my thing. Now, some people, they get stressed out, which sometimes I can let myself get stressed out over all the whips and think I'm never going to finish anything. But when I decide, like these here, I decided I wanted to stitch them. My big sampler over there, it was only halfway done, and I decided I was going to finish that. So I did. So when I decide I want to finish something, I'm going to put things aside and finish that one thing. As long as I'm having fun and enjoying working on it, that's what I want to do. So that's my take on the no new starts. Now, I applaud people that do that, but when you start 50 things in December, so you won't start until the next year, I don't see the point. But I guess it's kind of fun to see how long you can go without starting something. And I have actually thought about doing that, just, working on all old whips and never start anything new. Not never, but not start anything new for a long time. Which, I mean, I may decide one month I don't want to start anything, which some months I don't start anything. I may decide I want to go back in there and just pick out an old whip and work it. I may even I do have a whip wheel, and I may even decide to make another whip wheel and just do that for a while. I enjoy doing that with the Arbitrary August. So, I mean, my plans are flexible, fluid. But I do have several sales that I'm going to work on, that I'm going to start this year. Now, I've been doing these sales for years, and I've never really finished them or done anything with them, but I'm going to try a little bit harder this year, too, because I've already got the fabric for these and the thread for these. So I'm doing better than I normally do, except for the linen and threads. I do have the fabric, but I don't know what threads I'm going to use yet. Okay, I'm going to start the Jade band sampler, which I have the stuff for that. The linen and threads, I'm going to start that. I do want to work on this year's linen and threads, too. The modern folk embroidery. I saw the picture, the post he put up there. I loved it. I bought the thread for it. I bought the DMC 930 and 3750. That's what I'm going to do mine in. And the Jan Houtman group is having a new style, and they've already got up the specs for it. I've already got my fabric ready for it, and I just got to decide. There's 3 different colorways I'm going to do, either red, green, or blue. I've got to decide which one I'm going to do, and then it gives you the DMC colors. I believe I'm going to do it in the green. I've got a lot of blue samplers and a lot of red samplers, and I think I'm going to do it in the green. So, but on the first, either before the first or on the first, which I think this one is going to be on the first. I've decided I was going to do this one. That's when I asked Vicki Clayton if she, because this is charted in her threads. This is Sampler Code Midnight in the Garden. And I asked her about those, and then she ended up putting it back on her website. It looks black. It is not black. It's done in these beautiful blues. I swear. Bags, they won't let you see nothing. I mean, this one right here it's a purple, but it's so dark you can't hardly, I mean, it looks black almost. And this blue here, Velvet Midnight. Isn't that pretty? And there's another. This one is Old Maid of the Abyss. I like that one. I've got several. I mean, I've bought some of those in the bigger ones. And this is another purple, Sue Purple. So those are ready to start. I haven't decided quite yet on the fabric. I think I'm going to do it on 40 count, but I'm not really sure yet. So I just got to find, it'll go on a fat quarter easily on 40 count. So that is going to probably be a New Year's start. And I do believe that Jan Hicks is going to start this one on New Year's. I'm also going to start Consider the Lilies. I have it completely kitted up now with all the thread. I got the fabric that's called for. And so it's ready. And I have one more. I'm going to do Blackbird Fracture by Plum Street Samplers. Let me show you. I've got it ready. It's completely kitted up too. I'm doing this on 40 count country mocha. And here it is. I saw this kitted. I saw this done up in the Stitch and Frame shop. I thought it was really pretty. So I got all my thread in there, the fabric, and I got a copy of this pattern in there to make my working copy. So I am ready for my starts. So that's really everything that I've got going on. I've got to, we're not cooking a big dinner since it's just me and my husband. We're going to do a pork shoulder, and we're going to make Lakeside style barbecue. I'm going to go to the barbecue place and get me some, what they call the dip. I don't, you know, it's a vinegar based dip. And when I moved down here from Indiana, up there, you use regular like barbecue sauce. And when I first saw the barbecue, I just like thought, what? Where's the sauce? But it's not a sauce. It's more of it's real thin. But once you get used to it, if you like it, I mean, we really like it. And I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix some hush puppies and French fries, and then we're gonna have. I'm gonna fix him a banana pudding. I'm gonna fix some kind of pie or something. Not a lot because fatness, but. That's my plans for Christmas dinner, and I'm going to fix that, which it won't. That's not a lot of work, and I'm going to try to do my best to stitch most of the day away. That's what I want to do, and but I am going to come back with my end of the year. Finish count, and I'm going to try to do a whip parade. I don't know if you're really interested in seeing a whip parade where I know that I've got at least 150 whips, maybe more. I haven't got it. I don't know for sure, but I got at least 150. So that'll be like a several video whip parade. But I just watched Jan Hicks. Oh my gosh, I love so many of the things she's doing, and I keep wanting to start more and more. And I know I said I'm going to start what I want when I want to, but sometimes I think I want to work on this, so I don't want to start something new. So it just depends on what I want to do. My main takeaway from that is, I'm going to do what I really feel like doing. I think I've earned it. And my husband says, why don't you just work on one thing at a time? That does not work for me. There are some people that are monogamous stitchers, but if I work on something and don't work on anything else, within a month, my stitching bug will be completely dead and buried, maybe even burnt, because it'll take me 10 years to get back. That's what's happened over the years. I would stitch on one thing, and the next thing I know, I stop stitching, and I do other things, I read, whatever, and I don't get back to stitching for years and years. I mean, it might be 10 years. And I don't have 10 more years to not stitch and then go back to it. And I got too much stuff now to not stitch. Anyway, I've enjoyed making my videos for you this year. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing videos. My husband's retiring probably, like I said, in April. And it's going to be really difficult to make videos after that. So we'll see what happens then. But I'm going to try to come back. I'm going to try to come back the week after Christmas because he's going to go back to work. He's going to be off after today until the Monday after Christmas. And then after that, he goes to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then he'll be off 4 days for New Year. So I'm going to try to make my video that week. But if not, it'll be sometime after the New Year. I'll do my year-end wrap-up and whip parade and all that fun stuff. So everyone have a great Christmas. Stay safe. Be happy. Just realize that this is temporary, that we'll all be able to hopefully get back together again soon like normal. And I'm looking forward to being able to go and see my grandbabies, in person and not just have to sit in the car while I hand them something out the window with my mask on. It's just, they don't understand. The little kids just don't understand why they can't hug us and all that. But hopefully, like I said, it won't be long. Hopefully it won't be much longer. And we'll see what happens. But we're just pray that things just get better. So, well, you take care, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.